From the University of Georgia, a student production of the Grady College of Journalism, this is Grady News Source.
Chilly temperatures and wintry weather are headed your way, and we have the latest. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Pauline Villeneuva. Welcome to Grady News Source.
Governor Deal has declared a state of emergency for all counties surrounding the Athens area. Reporter Alexa Knowles has updates on what precautions are being taken around town.
Here we go again. Another storm, another job. But this winter weather is no problem for Robert Blocker.
Yeah, we're ready.
The we is the Athens-Clarke County Streets and Drainage Department, and they're ready with an army of 8 machines. With another storm on the way, the team is training their soldiers for battle today. The 2 soldiers on the front lines meet Gradle.
It can clear roads of trees.
And Duval.
This is a spreader, a sand spreader that we put on here.
Ignitions are checked. And test runs are done. Now it's time to show you the weapon. I'm standing in the big pile of sand that they use when we have icy and snowy conditions. Right here, this is about 200,000 pounds of sand, and they will use all of this and more if they need it. A victorious army needs 2 things to battle the elements: planning,
Yeah, we're ready.
and experience.
With that experience, I think, being on call all the time, and their supervisors training their men, they've gotten the experience to take care of situations like this.
And even if Mother Nature shows her worst side this week, Blocker is ready.
I'm here if they need me, so all I have to do is call.
The incoming winter weather is causing some schools and colleges in the area to close. Athens Technical College has already closed for tomorrow. University of North Georgia has followed suit for all campuses. Many school systems have also notified students and parents about closings. Banks, Stevens, and Habersham County schools have told students and faculty to not report tomorrow. Franklin and Hart County schools are closed for students with staff having to report for part of the day. Other school systems have said they are monitoring the weather and will notify students and parents when the decision has been made. A fraternity at UGA found themselves in trouble last week. The brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi were charged with hazing, and 11 of them were booked at Athens-Clarke County Jail. Reporter Savannah Levins brings us the latest.
Smart people make unwise decisions, and I think smart students make unwise decisions.
The Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity's Facebook page profiles some of these smart students. It is filled with posts about members participating in philanthropy events, but 11 of these fraternity members are now facing serious hazing violations.
We were able to determine that we felt like hazing had occurred at an off-campus location. All these people involved are good people, just got a little carried away, maybe had some bad decisions. So unfortunately, in the world we live in today, there's accountability for those types of decisions.
The student's defense attorney, Mo Wiltshire, says the charges against these students are completely unwarranted.
Well, they're good students, first of all. They're over half of the chapter is on the dean's list, and their cumulative GPA was higher than 3.0 as a fraternity.
We're here at Memorial Hall where the Vice President of Student Affairs, Victor Wilson, tells us at UGA hazing is absolutely not tolerated.
I think the whole notion of, boys will be boys or girls will be girls, and this is just what we do, is unacceptable.
The fraternity set up an online fundraiser and have already raised over $3,000. Wiltshire says he's ready to defend the students and their reputations in court.
I can guarantee you, if you make a charge like this against people that affects their reputation the way this affects them, you better have some evidence. And so far, I don't know what evidence they're going to have, but it better be really strong or it's not going to stand up.
Authorities are seeking an Athens-Clarke County Diversion Center escapee. Gabriel Osorio fled the center on Sunday evening. Osorio is described as a 20-year-old Hispanic male standing 5 foot 8 inches tall and weighing 140 pounds. He also goes by Luis Perez and was last seen in a navy blue diversion center jumpsuit. The diversion center holds nonviolent offenders for a work release program and asks people to call 911 with any information.
The medical examiner's office will do an autopsy after an Oakwood woman was found dead Saturday morning. 32-year-old Holly Fox Strickland was reported missing last Monday. Deputies responded to a call and found her body along a wood line near her home in Hall County Saturday. There are no signs of foul play, and the reasons for her death are still unknown.
Plans for approving the use of medical marijuana are underway in a handful of southern states, including Georgia. Georgia lawmakers are writing a bill that would allow the limited use of cannabis oil for specific medical conditions. Georgia Representative Alan Peake says that once people realize it is not 6-year-olds smoking, they will realize passing the bill is the compassionate thing to do. Peake's bill has received support from more than 80 lawmakers, which includes several members of the House Republican leadership.
Hey, going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you. Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're just playing on trying to get you out of here.
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Tonight, the Obama administration is making a decision to approve a lethal strike against a U.S. citizen accused of being a part of the al-Qaeda terrorist network. Officials have yet to make a decision to add the alleged U.S. operative to the administration's kill list. The identity of the alleged operative has not been revealed in fear that it will send him deeper into hiding. This drone attack is posing an issue because 4 U.S. citizens were killed by drone strikes during Obama's presidency. Only 1 citizen who was killed was a member of an al-Qaeda affiliate in Yemen.
In other war news, a senior Iranian naval official says that Iran is sending warships toward the U.S. maritime border. A U.S. defense official who wants to remain anonymous says that this is not the first threat made by Iran. The plan to answer this threat is to increase the U.S. naval presence in the Persian Gulf. The defense official says it is important to understand that the announcement to increase naval presence is not a deployment.
An Ohio University student was found frozen dead by students near a parking garage after a campus-wide search. 21-year-old David Hallman was a student at Denison University. His father reported him missing after Hallman failed to answer his phone and missed an appointment Saturday afternoon. The Pennsylvania native was last seen leaving a bar early Saturday, not far from where students found the body. Alcohol is suspected of being a factor in the case.
The new Federal Reserve Chair will make her first public remarks Tuesday. 67-year-old Janet Yellen is the first woman in 100 years to lead the Federal Reserve. The spotlight is on Yellen, what she has to say about the outlook on the economy, emerging markets, and Fed bond purchases. 2014 has had a rocky start, so investors will pay close attention to her every word in hopes that the stock market will improve.
Stocks were steady today as investors await tomorrow's congressional testimony by Fed Chair Janet Yellen. The Dow was up almost 8 points. The S&P closed up over 3, and the NASDAQ grew just over 22.
Time to wake up. I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Don't forget, you've got a job to do today.
Hey, Mom. I got the job. Thanks.
Got the job. Welcome aboard.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does. And like that, you're a job creator.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still, love. 1 second. I know. Just okay, go.
Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
I'm Ashley Rosenberg with your local sports. The state of Georgia starts their quest to find the 2014 Georgia High School Association basketball champions, but the incoming weather may push that back. The Georgia High School Association announced just moments ago that due to the possible snow and ice storm about to hit Georgia, the first round of the state championship will be held on Wednesday the 19th for girls and Thursday the 20th for boys. This will allow regions affected by the weather to complete their region tournaments in time. The Georgia High School Association pushed back the wrestling state championships to this weekend. Quarterfinals for all regions will be on Friday the 14th and will continue to be double elimination events. Commerce is the reigning Class A dual champs and will send 13 wrestlers to compete in the state championship. Top seeders include Dalton Flint in the 106 weight class, Mitchell Patton in the 113 weight class, and Chance McClure in the 220 weight class. UGA softball took the field for the first time of the season this past weekend. In the 7th annual Red and Black Showcase, the Bulldogs swept the field. The first game went deep with the only run scored in the 7th inning. Against North Texas, the Bulldogs finally got into the groove, winning the first game 10-2 and the second game 7-4. The women's softball concluded the showcase, beating James Madison in their first game 8-2 and in the second game 2-0. The softball team is back in action here in Athens for the 11th annual Georgia Softball Classic this Friday. The UGA Athletic Association Board approved the $12 million renovation of Foley Field this week. Construction will begin after the 2014 baseball season. Updates to the stadium will include fan seating, luxury boxes, elevators, and expand concourse and concession area. UGA's men baseball throws their first pitch of the season this Friday, February 14th, so make sure you bring your Valentine's date down to Foley Field to cheer on the Bulldogs.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
There's no place like home.
Getting home safely is just a click away. But making sure your child is in the right seat is just one of the steps down the road to safer travels.
I don't know how it works.
Find the right seat for your little one's age and size.
We know what you told us.
There's no better way to get home safely. Know for sure that your child is in the right seat. Get all the facts at safercar.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Are we in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. I just want to set some ground rules.
Like what?
Well, remember last week when you hit Vinny in the head with the shovel?
I do not recall that.
Of course not. Well, it was pretty graphic. Too graphic for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
I gotta make this up to you. This is Vinny's watch, and I want you to have it. You deserve it.
Thank you. That's really not necessary.
No. Come here.
Michelle Obama tweets in support for gay college football player Michael Sam this morning. Sam announced he was gay Sunday leading up to the NFL draft. The First Lady tweets, "You're an inspiration to all of us. We couldn't be prouder of your courage both on and off the field." The University of Missouri senior defensive lineman could be one of the first openly gay professional football players. He is eligible for the NFL draft this coming May.
Many Kanye West fans are calling the Nike store heartless after their surprise release of the highly anticipated Air Yeezy 2s. The Nike Air Yeezy 2s, dubbed the Red Octobers, were released with no warning at 1 in the afternoon on Saturday. The shoes sold out in a record 11 minutes. The release comes as a shock as West cut ties with Nike and signed a new deal with Adidas. Bids for the shoes on sites like eBay and Amazon are listing them for as much as $3,800.
Flappy Bird wings fly no more. The creator took down the popular smartphone game recently, and it has upset many people. Reporter Chance Martin explains that the discontinued game has people selling their versions on eBay for tens of thousands of dollars.
Debuted on the iTunes Store and in Android's Google Play. 9 months and 50 million downloads later, the game is now gone. The game's creator, Don Nugent, took to Twitter on Saturday to tell fans the game will be removed in less than 24 hours. By late Sunday, there was no more game on either one of these marketplaces. Some people did wait until the last minute to jump onto the Flappy Birds bandwagon, but they're glad they did.
A week. I tried to download it 2 weeks ago but on the Android market, but it wasn't the real game. It was like this ad thing, and it kept popping up with pop-ups. So I had to try it again last week. I finally got it to work.
I'll admit, I don't have a lot of experience playing this game, but I decided to pull out my phone and give it a try. Let's see how I do. The question is whether Flappy fans are willing to pay to keep flying with the flock. Take a look at this eBay posting. The highest bid was a whopping $90,000. Some other prices hovered around the low thousands. And James says that he would be willing to sell his phone, but the price has to be right.
We're selling their phones now on the eBay, Craigslist for thousands of dollars. So I think it'd be pretty cool to make a little cash off of a rare phone. Oh yeah, definitely. Only if I got at least $3 grand.
News Source, I'm Chance Martin.
Well, I guess many people won't be able to understand the frustration of Flappy Bird, huh?
Yeah, I've never played before, so I guess I'll never know.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Brianna Wise.
And I'm Pauline Villeneuva. Good night.